and welcome to the first episode of Journalists Broadcasting. I'm Amelia.
And I'm MJ.
And we are second year broadcast journalism students, so we thought we'd make a podcast just to kind of get a bit of experience and talk about certain things and maybe read some Reddit posts and discuss our views on them. We'll probably only upload once a month because we've got our course to worry about and we don't have many ideas, to be honest.
No, we really don't.
So this first episode is going to be about accents. Should our accents define us? But first we're going to be talking about what we did over summer and moving back to uni. So, MJ.
My summer was quite boring, really. I didn't do a lot. I spent most of it at home. I went on holiday. First week in August, I went to the Cotswolds with Connor and his family. It was quite nice. We was there for a week. Middle of nowhere, no cell service, no nothing. It was amazing. It was brilliant. I loved it. But yeah, other than that, didn't really do a lot. Just stayed at home and slept.
Well, I mean, COVID in it, so...
Yeah, couldn't really go anywhere anyway.
I mean, I started archery lessons, so I'm now a full-time archer.
Nice.
I just go when I'm home. There's a little club near my house, so I go I'll be going every Friday now. Every other Friday when I'm home. Used to go every Saturday, but now I'm at uni. So it's been nice moving back to uni.
Yeah.
I mean, my first year was horrible. Because obviously in your first year, you don't know the people you're living with.
No.
So you kind of like awkwardly living with these strangers. So my first year, I mean, I was only there for 3 weeks because then COVID started happening on campus and I was like, I'm not getting trapped here, I'm going home.
I'm going home.
And then it went online anyway, so
yeah,
I didn't really need to be on campus. But I remember my first year, I was literally in my room the whole time and I got so lonely and I was like crying on the phone to my mum like, I want to come home. But this year it's been so fun because we know each other.
Exactly.
You know Kerry, who I've then met when I've come to see you sometimes. And then we met Lydia like a few months before we all moved in together, so we've been talking on a group chat. And it's just been really nice because we all just sit in the kitchen and seating area and we all just talk like into about 10:30 at night.
We're not party people.
No, none of us are party people.
Like, the flat's been so relaxed.
Yeah.
And I think if we'd had like a proper party flat like some of the other flats, I think we would have ended up like going insane already. Like we've literally been here like 3 days.
There would definitely be drama if we were,
100%.
if some of us were party people.
Yeah.
And we're all very clean people as well. So when we cook and eat, we like clean up straight away. We don't leave anything out.
No.
Which we all love.
Yes, it's brilliant.
But anyway, so should our accents define us? I mean, when we first met, you thought I was Southern.
I thought you were Southern. I really did.
Before we say anything, MJ's from Essex, I'm from Hull. When we first met, I said, oh yeah, I'm from Hull, and MJ was kind of like, what? I thought you were Southern.
I honestly thought you was like Cambridge.
Really?
Yeah,
Cambridge?
I honestly thought you was from Cambridge.
I don't know why. I mean, my boyfriend doesn't have a very northern accent either. All of his friends said to him, wait, we thought you were Southern. Why? How are you from Hull?
That's what I mean.
But
you
I
don't
think
sound like northern.
I think it depends who you spend your time with.
Yeah.
Like, my sister's quite northern because her boyfriend and her best friend is quite northern. Whereas my boyfriend is obviously not northern. And I've had friends who've had quite southern accents. So I think it depends who you spend your time with.
It definitely does depend who you spend your time with. Like, and it also depends what part of that area you're from as well. So like, instantly, as soon as you say to someone, oh yeah, I'm from Essex, they instantly think, only where's Essex? So they go proper like, oh my god, shut up. And you're like, no, that's not how I sound. But then it's like, my mum's from East London. So instantly people think Cockney. But she's not from that part of East London.
Yeah.
So it's just like...
Yeah, like, I'm not from centre of Hull. I live, like, in a village about 15 minutes away from the centre of Hull. Because when I go into Hull, I do think, oh my god, everyone sounds so different.
Yeah.
Like, I think, it's definitely different areas. And I think it's also bad that people do kind of, like...
Stereotype.
Yeah, they stereotype and they think, oh, this person's rough because they're from a rough area.
Yeah.
Like, when you hear someone's accent and people think, oh, they're not very nice, have you heard their accent? And it's like, but they could be the nicest person in the world and you're judging them because they sound rough.
Yeah. But then it's like, me and my boyfriend, we're literally 15 15-minute car drive away from each other when we're back home, and he sounds completely different to what I do.
Really?
Yeah. Like, Connor sounds a lot chavier. Like, if you think of your typical, like, Essex chav, that is Connor. That's how he sounds.
I mean, everyone living in this flat is from, like, different areas. And you
Yeah.
can really tell as well.
Yeah.
Like, even though I'm northern, the first time I met Kerry, I was like, I
Kerry
can't understand.
Kerry is northern.
Shout out to Kerry. We love Kerry. But yeah, I mean, there's you from Essex, me from Hull, Lydia from Sheffield.
And Kerry from Keighley.
Yeah, so big difference between us. But I think this is a good uni because we do have like a lot of different people.
Yeah.
I mean, on our course, we have so many people from so many different areas.
Yeah, you've got me from Essex, you from Hull, Chanel from Birmingham, Lacey from Leeds.
Huddersfield, isn't she?
Demaya's Huddersfield. Mia is Corby. A lot of them are like Leeds sort of area. Like they're all like this end. And then there's me.
And then there's just you.
Hi. I'm the one that didn't want to go to a London uni.
Why?
Because none of them do broadcast.
Oh, okay.
I could do straight journalism down there, just not
Broadcast is more fun though.
It is.
We realised we were on the same open day, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because I swear, like, about 2 weeks into our course, you messaged me and you were like, I swear we were on the same open day.
Yeah. We were sat on the same table.
Yeah, I remember that for like
We were
waiting
sat
to go into the interviews.
when we were doing that warm-up task that we had to do, and we had Paul.
Yeah.
We were sat next to each other.
Yeah.
In AG27. I remember the room.
What
I remember
a small world.
I remember where we were sat as well.
Yeah.
So you know, as you come in and you've got the whiteboard in that corner. So if you come in through AG28,
Yeah.
it's
Everyone listening is like, what the hell are
I
they
know.
talking
I know.
about?
it's that little section.
Yeah.
There,
How
which
weird.
is opposite where we normally sit, because we normally sit
We sit the other side.
with the windows behind us,
Yeah.
freezing our asses off. Because it's always freezing in that room.
Oh.
I feel like this, like, even the flat across from us, they're not really like party.
No, yeah.
We haven't really heard them.
No, I mean, they came across and they said, you know, they like to go out and...
Yeah.
But we haven't really ever heard them. Although, when I've been trying to get to sleep at like 10:30 at night, because we're old. We literally, the other night, didn't we go to bed at like 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
We watched Cruella and
We
then
was
we were like,
watching
right,
Cruella.
that's it, bedtime.
Yeah. Watching Cruella
But
and a
yeah,
pizza.
When I've been like trying to get to sleep, I can hear people outside just coming back from like pubs or something.
The worst
like,
one.
be quiet, I want to sleep.
Yeah, the worst one is that building.
Yeah.
Security's always in it. Always in there.
This is a 6-bedroom flat, but there's only 4 of us, which we were really happy about. Because obviously we all know each other. We all know that we're not party people. We know that we're all very clean. So if 2 people came along, we'd have been like, oh no.
Right.
Right, are you party people? Do you keep things clean?
Yeah. I think, like, if we do get, like, 2 random people for it, I doubt we will, but if we do, I reckon it'll
Yeah, like
be...
if they have to move out of a flat they're living in already or something.
I reckon it'll be really awkward, like, they'll just keep to themselves, they won't really...
Yeah. I mean, I'll try and include them.
Yeah, but then...
But if it was me moving into a completely new flat where everyone knows each other and has been living together for like a month, I'd kind of be like, I'm just going to sit in my room and watch TV.
Yeah.
But that's just because I'm an introvert. I mean, someone who's more confident might come out and talk to us, which would be nice.
It would be nice. But then at the same time, I do think that they'd find it awkward because obviously, like, we all know each other. We've been living with each other for, 3-4 days?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we're on the same course. I lived with Kerry last year.
Yeah.
Lydia, we've not known that
Me
long.
and Lydia have so much in common.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Because she lives in the bedroom opposite me, so I had my door open, and she came out and she saw in my room that I have like Avengers posters and I have a BB-8 behind me and Sherlock pillow, and she was like, "You you like the Avengers? I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, Star Wars. I was like, yeah. She was like, Sherlock. And we started like a half-hour conversation about all our favourite TV shows. And also, there's a kids show called Miraculous that we both love, like, so intensely. Although she hasn't seen the movies because they're on Disney Plus, and she doesn't have Disney Plus. So I'm going to show them to her.
Yes.
Enlighten her more with the world of Miraculous. Oh.
It's good that we all get on.
It is.
Like, we've all got at least something in common.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if we was all, like, very different people... Because although we are very different, we do have
stuff
something
in common.
So it's not like we can't sit there and have a conversation.
Yeah. I think that was what was wrong with my first flat. They all had something in common, and I didn't really have anything in common with them. I remember I'd go and, like, I'd try and talk to them, or... like, we'd go to a pub and I'd just kind of be sat there, like, I don't really know what they're talking about. I don't know what to say. And we all just sat in our rooms as well. Like, we tried to make an effort. I'd sometimes go and sit in the kitchen and, like, see if anyone came through, and they didn't, because everyone just ate in their rooms.
Yeah.
Whereas we're all eating together.
Yeah, that's what we was like in the flat, like, me and Kerry. That's what our flat was like last year. Because, obviously, I was the only southerner in the flat as well, which made it a lot harder because they all, like, they could all understand each other. Yeah. And then I came in and there was like, what?
And then you met me and thought you had another one.
Yeah, and then I thought I wasn't alone.
You thought you were with your people.
No, I am alone.
You thought you were with your people.
I thought I was with my fellow southerners.
You have been deceived, my friend.
Yes, I have.
I think this is why people think I'm southern. Yeah. Because I say stuff like this. Like the other night when I said... oh, I was making a jacket potato, and I said, oh, I'll leave it another 15 minutes, and then I shall re-observe. And Kerry went, why do you speak so posh?
Yeah.
I just say these things to be funny, though.
Yeah.
I say fancy words as a comedic value.
The only fancy word that I say is discombobulated. Do I know what it means?
You have so many funny words that you say. What was it, the thing you said the other night? Something about Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
If I don't know
like,
something.
I haven't got a clue, and she went, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo.
I ain't got a Scooby-Doo.
I was like, that's the first time I've heard anyone say
that.
that.
If I don't know something, I ain't got a Scooby-Doo. I don't know.
And you also say, no fansu.
Not fansu. Not today. Not fansu.
Should we talk about right, I'm going to test you on Hull slang.
Oh, God.
Actually, I don't know any Hull slang myself.
Great. I've got one.
What?
Meat wagon.
What does that mean?
Police van.
Police van?
Mm-hmm. Because police get called pigs. So if they're driving a van, meat wagon.
I love that. Oh, I'm mafting. Do you know what mafting means?
Excuse me?
Do you know what mafting means? It means boiling hot. As in, like, you're getting too warm. I'm mafting. My friend used to say it to me all the time, and I learned it from her.
I'm going to say it's Connor. I'm going to say it's Connor.
See what he says.
I'm going to be like, oh.
Because she used to say it to me, and I didn't know what it meant at first, but then I realised she was saying it when she was getting warm, so I was like, oh, I get it. Oh.
You.
I find it funny when you say something to someone who's not from your area, and they're like, what are you...
Yeah.
What? You do have some funny phrases that you say.
I can't think of any, though. I ain't got Scooby-Doo.
The light's just gone really bad in here.
Yeah.
Sun,
come back. No fancy. Not today. Not right now. Funny story. Cut on my forehead.
Oh yeah.
So you can't see it. I've covered it up. Makeup, love that.
I went into a room to get her to do this podcast, and Kerry was stood there, and she went, "She's covering up her cut." I was like, okay.
So, funny story. So it was Sunday morning when we was moving in, and if I know that I've got to do a long journey, I get like proper anxious. My anxiety proper plays up, and it makes me feel really sick. To the point sometimes I am like sick. And I thought I was going to throw up. So I'd run to the toilet from my room, lifted the toilet seat up, but didn't lift it up enough So when I've let go, it's fallen, hit me on the head, cut my head. And I was more fussed about whether my glasses were broken or not than the fact that I had a cut on my forehead. It was not a fun sight at all. It wasn't fun. Don't recommend. Don't do it. Don't eat your head on the toilet seat because it hurts.
Does anyone else here throw up because of anxiety? Because same.
Same.
I told you about that, didn't I? What was it? It was like a few days before we were moving in. And I just woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and started throwing up until about 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like went into panic mode. I was like, I swear to God, if I've got COVID like 2 days before I'm meant to be moving, I'm going to be so mad.
Yeah.
Because COVID. Anyway, I went to do a PCR test and it came back negative. So it turns out it was just my anxiety of moving that made me throw up.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what we love. We love
that.
to see.
Yeah.
But back to accents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people are starting to realise that your accent doesn't define who you are.
No.
Because, I mean, definitely in, like, TV and radio, because you used to have, like, a very posh...
Royal London accent.
You used to have, like, a very posh southern accent, whereas now we have people like Steph McGovern, who's from Leeds, who's, like, very prominent in TV now. So I think it is changing. I think people are starting to realise that your accent doesn't define you, because, like, you could be the loveliest person in the world and come from a bad area.
Exactly.
And sound horrible,
I mean,
but you were actually lovely.
Look at Danny Dyer.
Yeah.
He's from East London. Like, he grew up with my mum. They grew up on the same estate.
Did they know each other?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They were friends in school. Well, I say in school, like, school age. They were friends because, like, they grew up on the same estate. Like, they used to, like, go out and play with each other. But he's now really successful. So's his daughter. So
it is changing. I don't judge people on their accent because I
do feel like people will take it too far as well. Like if you say to, like, again going back to being like stereotypical, like if you say to someone, "Oh, you're so blonde," for them making one mistake, you're like, that's like proper downgrading.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, someone's hair colour and accent shouldn't define how intelligent they are.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, your hair colour has got
nothing to do
with it.
With how smart you are.
Yeah, and I think that, like, it all depends, like, it goes back to, like, school.
Yeah.
Because there was, like, you can't dye your hair, you can't have nails, you can't have this, you can't have that, but it doesn't affect your learning.
Yeah.
Just makes you feel more comfortable.
But I think along with, like, people realising that accents don't define you, it's changing along with other stuff like your hair colour and tattoos and whether you've got big fake nails or stuff like that.
Yeah. It's like when I don't have my nails done, I don't feel... Like, it's really weird, but I don't have the energy to do anything. Because I'm like, I don't feel like me.
Yeah.
But then when I've got them done, I'm like, yeah, I can do whatever. I don't care, I'll do whatever.
I can conquer the world.
Yeah. I could, like, pull a plane down from taking off. Like, that's sort of like, yeah, I could do this. But then take away my nails, I'm like, I'm going to go curl up in bed now. I ain't doing nothing. I'm not moving for the day. It's not going to happen. But it's weird how, like, something simple like getting your nails done and getting your hair done and stuff like that makes you feel so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I'm down, I have like a full-on pamper day.
Yeah.
Like I do my hair and just to make me feel better. I don't know what it is. It's just I feel pretty.
I think it's that whole thing of like you feel horrible, so you go and do something that you know is going to make you feel better, and it kind of like boosts your not self-esteem, but like your self-confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
So we'll end there. I think that was a good discussion.
Yeah.
Do you think that people's accents define them? Let us know.
Let us know.
But yeah, we'll see you next month with another podcast episode. So thank you for watching and listening.
Yes.
We'll see you next time. Bye. Goodbye.